Let's be honest, eating a diet high in fibre isn't always easy. If you're like most people, you probably rely on ready meals and processed foods to save time because life is busy. And even if you wanted to eat more fibre, the thought of adding more fruit and vegetables to your meals might not be that appealing. Maybe you don't love vegetables. Maybe you're forced to eat soggy greens at school, and the idea of eating more now just feels ugh. The problem is that most of the foods we rely on today have had the fibre stripped out. This means we eat more, feel hungry sooner, and struggle to manage our weight. But it doesn't have to be hard to include more fibre in your meals. Small changes actually can make a huge difference. When you start adding the right foods to your plate, you'll feel fuller for longer, you'll have more energy, and without even trying, you'll start to manage your weight without counting calories or cutting out entire food groups. Over a decade ago, I needed to lose weight, but I knew from several years of previous experience that going on restrictive diets wouldn't work. I didn't want to be miserable or hungry all the time, so I decided to do something different. I was going to do some simple swaps instead. And one of the most significant was to swap some of my usual carbs for extra veggies. So instead of cutting things out, I focused on adding more vegetables to my meals. And do you know what happened? Well, I felt full after meals, I had more energy, and the weight started coming off naturally. That's when I realized fiber is my friend, and it can be your friend too. So, what makes fiber so powerful? Well, it helps with weight management in several ways. It slows down digestion, keeping you fuller for longer and preventing blood sugar spikes. Interestingly, people with type 2 diabetes who ate a diet high in fiber actually lowered their blood sugar by a third with that one simple change. It reduces fat absorption, so some of the fat you eat just gets eliminated. It lowers LDL or bad cholesterol by reducing bile acids, and that's great for your heart and for your brain. It gives you more to chew, so your brain gets enough time to say, "Oh, I'm full," before you overeat. It bulks up meals without adding extra calories, making it easier to eat less while still feeling satisfied. Soluble fiber from fruits and vegetables forms like a gel in your stomach that delays the emptying of your stomach, making you feel fuller faster. It feeds the good microbiome in your guts while keeping the bad bugs at bay. So if you're thinking, okay, I need more fiber in my diet, here's where to start. So first, I suggest swapping things like white bread, white pasta, and white rice for whole grain versions. Sure, they may take a little longer to cook, and they also might need a little bit more water, but they are so much better for you. This one is so important. I'd really encourage you to stick with it, even if the adjustment feels hard at first. Next, I suggest aiming for 30 different plant foods a week. That might sound like a lot, but in a mixed vegetable soup, you can have onion, carrots, leeks, celery, courgettes, and tomatoes. That's 6 in one meal. You could buy a packet of mixed vegetables to stir fry. You could throw some seeds on a salad with sweet potato, or you could add red peppers to a bolognese sauce. Next, I would suggest that you use your palm to measure portion sizes of your vegetables. A serving of vegetables is roughly the size of your cupped palm. So that could be 2 to 3 broccoli spears, maybe 7 cherry tomatoes, 3 tablespoons of cabbage, or a medium carrot. Remember, it's good to aim for 5 to 7 portions of fruits and vegetables a day. If you need some inspiration, here's what a high fiber-rich diet day could look like. So for breakfast, you could have something like porridge made with jumbo oats and a sprinkling of blueberries on top. You could have for a snack a handful of nuts, an apple with nut butter, or some olives. For lunch, you could have a mixed veggie soup or a quinoa salad. For dinner, you could have salmon with tender stem broccoli and green beans. Maybe for dessert, you could have something like mixed berry salad with plain Greek yogurt. If you've struggled with weight and energy levels, fibre really could be the missing piece of the puzzle. So here's my challenge for you. This week, try adding more fibre to your meals. See how you feel. Do you have more energy, fewer cravings, better digestion? It's such a simple change, but trust me, your brain and your body will thank you for it. I'd love to hear how you get on. So let me know in the comments. And if you want a little help tracking your plant foods, I've got a free handout for you in the notes. When you know how to balance your plate, your weight will sort itself out.